If you are here for the YouTube project, then you are in the right place. My name is not here or on my channel because my YouTube account is an active YouTube account. To those that are still subscribed to me, let me know if you want me to make the correctional videos still. Thank you. Throughout my high school career, I chose to spend my time in my school's FFA chapter, which was part of the Texas FFA Association, which was also part of the National FFA organization. If you have been on my website, then you will have seen me mention LDEs and CDEs, also known as Leadership Development Events and Career Development Events. We will discuss one competition that can be taken place in each. LDEs occur in the fall and CDEs occur in the spring. We will start with LDEs. There are several different events that occur during both types of competition. For LDEs, we will talk about parliamentary procedure, also known as chapter conducting. This is where 7 to 8 FFA members compete by running a mock meeting. This mock meeting includes opening ceremonies, closing ceremonies, and an agenda prepared by the competition judges. I will now read a sample of the opening ceremonies so you can get a better understanding of how those take place. While I'm not reading word for word, the president asks the vice president to call the roll of officers. Each officer is stationed by an item in the FFA symbol. When the vice president gets to the advisor asks the vice president why they are stationed by the plow. This is their response. The plow is the symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun. Why is the president so stationed? The rising sun is the token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Mr. President, all officers are at their stations. After this has occurred, the next thing that occurs during the competition is the members will run through a mock agenda. Because it is parliamentary procedure, most items in the agenda start with a main motion. This motion has to be seconded, so another FFA member will stand up and second the motion. Depending on the emotion, this may be the president's response. For an example, we will use a motion to have a fall festival. It has been moved and seconded that we hold a fall festival. This motion is amendable and debatable and requires majority vote. Is there any discussion? Depending on the agenda, there may or may not be discussion. Depending on the agenda, the motion may or may not fail. This is how you finish the motion. There being no discussion, we will now proceed to vote. All in favor, please say aye. Members say aye if they agree to the motion. All opposed by the same sign. If the members do not agree, they would then say nay. And that is the outline for parliamentary procedure, also known as chapter conducting. Next, we will talk about career development events, also known as CDEs. In this category, we will discuss floriculture. Floriculture is for those who truly enjoy flowers and the floral arts. You start by getting a list from the competition of what may or may not be on the exam. Your advisor then puts together a study guide, and your team will have a couple of practices. The way this competition works is you are given a Scantron and a list of possible choices. This test can range from anywhere between 50 to 200 questions, depending on the type of competition and level of competition. Both LDEs and CDEs use a tiered competition system. It goes from district to area to state to national. For floriculture, you are taken into a room and there are either plants and or materials you use in floral arts, and you have to identify every item that you are displayed with. The team with the highest average which is typically 4 to 6 members, wins the competition. Something of note, LDEs are leadership development events for a reason. They focused on creating a loud and clear speaking voice, as well as understanding how to organize, whether it is within the rules of parliamentary procedure for chapter conducting, or if it is for leadership. CDEs are called career development events for a reason. Floriculture is a very real profession, and you have to know your stuff if you wish to be successful. From Hartfield's florist here in Huntsville to 1-800-FLOWER, it is important to understand your profession. And truly, that goes for any profession. While this video does not necessarily go in depth, I hope that this gives you a better outlook on how LDEs and CDEs are conducted and the principal idea behind both of them. As I said in my sophomore speech when I was running for an officer position,